Has your old lady been pestering you to replace that toilet, but you've been putting it off because you're not 100% sure you can get her done? Have you been pestering your old man to change that toilet out, but he doesn't have time to get it done, so you just figure you'll probably do it yourself? Or maybe you're on your own and you just want to go from a round one to an elongated, or from an elongated to a round toilet. Either way, I'm here to show you how to fix it, so get your tool bag and let's get started. So let's get back to your toilet, okay? Since we're working with plumbing, first thing you want to do, say it with me, turn off the water. So you can reach back behind your toilet. There's a water valve back there. You want to turn that to the right, turn it righty-tighty. And that'll turn the water off. And once you do that, you want to make sure to get all the water out of the toilet as well. So you want to hold down that toilet handle, flush it, and just hold it down. That'll make sure that all the water gets out of that tank. You're still going to have water in the bowl, and I've seen a few people use a few tricks to get rid of that, but I don't know, man. I just use a shop vac. It's handy, it's easy, and it's right there. No big deal. All right, so that's the next thing. You want to get the water out of the bowl. I use a shop vac. You can do whatever method you want to do. I've seen people take full buckets of water and just dump it on there, but that ain't gonna get it all out anyway, so then you got to get a shop vac anyhow. So as long as you get it out somehow, that's all that counts. The reason you want to do that is because you're going to be picking up this toilet here in a few minutes, and it eliminates the possibility of you spilling it and get it all over the floor anyway. I mean, if you're going to get water on your floor, then just don't even turn the water off. All right, good job. We're on the right track. Next thing you want to do, we have to remove anything holding the toilet down so we can pick it up, obviously. So on each side, on the floor, you're going to see two little dome things. Usually that's what they are, and they're just covering up the nut that's holding the toilet bolt, the toilet to the floor. So you take those little caps off. Usually they just pop right off. You can maybe smack it with a pair of pliers if you need to, pry it with a screwdriver, but they come right up. And once you get those off, you just remove the nut that's underneath there. Sometimes that bolt will turn and it'll be a pain in the butt. You can hold that bolt still with, sometimes you can put a putty knife against it and that'll hold it, or your pocket knife. One thing I usually do is I have a pair of needle nose vice grips, and I just clamp it on the threads while I use the wrench and turn the bolt. But in this case, I didn't have to do that. The bolt didn't spin. It was behaving for me, and it worked out pretty good. But you need to remove those nuts and those washers off of the base of the toilet. And there's one more thing, the supply line. I like to take the supply line loose from the shutoff valve instead of from the toilet, because I usually replace the supply line anyway if I'm replacing the toilet. You know, that way I'm going back with all new stuff. It just seems like it, to me, it seems like it would last longer, and it'll be a better quality job when you're done. You're moving along pretty good. Are you sure you ain't done this before? Anyways, to protect your floor, you need to get some kind of, I just used a piece of cardboard from the new toilet, the box that came in. Your toilet's going to have wax on the bottom of it, so when you set it on your floor, you're going to have wax on your floor, and it's not the best stuff to try to clean up. So I recommend getting an old towel or rug or piece of cardboard, something to put down just to protect your flooring. So now you just simply lift the toilet up straight up off those bolts, walk back and set it on the thing protecting your floor, and you know, with that, I mean, you're halfway. You got the old one up out of the way, so that's cool. I mean, you know, from here on out, you could probably figure the rest out yourself, but hey, I'm already halfway with you. I'm gonna stick with you to the end, all right? So Got your old toilet out of the way. Do with it whatever you want. Bust it into pieces, take it apart, carry it down in 2 pieces, throw it in the old box and carry it out on a dolly. That's what I did. So you want to make sure that your toilet flange on the floor is all nice and cleaned up. Take the old wax ring off and make sure to clean around it, clean all the wax up, you know, throw it all in a paper towel, or some people take a like a large cup and they put down in there. That does 2 things. That helps keep the sewer gases from coming out while you're assembling your new toilet, and also it gives you a place when you clean up with the paper towels. You put the paper towels down in the cup, you just throw the whole cup away. So I thought that was a pretty neat trick, but all I did is I just put the paper towels down in the hole to keep the sewer gases from coming up while I worked on my new toilet. We need to get your new one up and running. So take your new one out of the box there. In my case, the toilet tank already had the fill valve and the flush valve already in there, so that's cool. So I didn't have to put none of that in. I just had to put the tank on the bowl. But first I had to make sure that I had the tank to bowl gasket installed, because I don't want any leaks. So make sure you put your tank to bowl gasket on there. Make sure it's on there really good. I like to put the supply line on my toilet before I put it in place. It's just easier to reach for me, because sometimes you got to crawl between a cabinet and a toilet. It's a tight fit, and I'm a fat guy, so I don't usually fit in there. So it's just easy for me. And then put your tank on the back of the bowl there. Make sure your toilet bolts line up with the bowl. And once you get those on there, you go around to the back side, and you want to put the nuts on back there to hold everything together. Cool, now your toilet's fully assembled. Now what? But you can't put it on yet. You got to put your new wax ring on. You always got to put your new wax ring, no matter what, because that's what makes the seal between the toilet and the floor, so you don't have any water running out from the sides after you flush. So you got your toilet flange cleaned up, new wax ring installed, and your new toilet put together. Walk over, set your toilet straight down on your toilet bolts. Hopefully your flange is not broken and your toilet bolts are okay. If they're not, I mean, I can make another video on how to repair those things if need be. Toilet bolts are real simple. If you had to cut the old ones off, you can just slide them, pop them out, grab some new closet bolts is what they're called, put it in, slide it in place, and you're good to go. But you set your new toilet down there, set it on there, wiggle it down, push on it, put your washers, put your bolt cap bases, and put your nuts on there. Now you want to make sure these nuts are tight, because you want to squish that wax ring down. You want to squish it to make a good seal between the floor and the toilet. So what I like to do is sit on the toilet, wiggle around a little bit, and then tighten them down. Make sure they're good and tight. After your bolts are tight, you can go ahead and put your caps on if you want, or you can wait till the end to make sure you ain't got no leaks. You hook up your supply line. Guess what? You're ready to slowly turn the water on. Check for leaks the whole time you turn it on. Slowly turn it on a little bit, check for leaks, make sure nothing's leaking out of mostly the supply line and the tank. Turn it on slowly. You don't see nothing, turn it on all the way. Let the toilet fill up. Go ahead and flush. When you flush, check a couple of things. Check around the base of the toilet, because make sure your wax ring's making a good seal, and check between the toilet and the tank to make sure that tank to bowl gasket is tightened up really good, and your tank bolts, make sure they're good and tight. Once you check for that and you have no leaks, guess what? You're pretty much done. Go ahead and put your toilet seat on there, put your back of your tank on there, clean up your mess, and get rid of that old toilet. And that's it. That's it. You're done. Congratulations. Now you can sit on a brand new throne. That's a good feeling right there. But if you like this kind of maintenance stuff and you want some more of it, check out another video. Stick around a little bit. And with that, we'll catch you in the next one.